Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. Alright, so before we get into the numbers, I thought that I would show you my desk that I've been working at home from. And this room used to be basically just a craft room. It really wasn't even a functional workspace until I started working from home this year. And now it has, behind me, behind where I'm standing, it has a bed. So it is a fully functional office space and guest room. So the only thing that I'm not doing much of in here these days is crafting because I just don't have the time. But this is my desk that I sit at, and as you can see, I have my budget planner over here all ready to go, and I have some Christmas music. Well, actually it's just jazz, I believe, with a fireplace. So just a little aesthetic that I can use when I'm working on something, on paper rather than computer work. So as you can see, this over here is just a crazy amount of stuff. This is the majority of my crafting stuff, and it's not organized well at all. And inside the closet, I have the rest of it. And that's something that I really need to tackle as a project right after the holidays. So I did get done putting up the Christmas tree in here. It's not decorated, and of course there are little like fake pine needles all over the floor, so I have to run the vacuum. But yeah, I'm gonna decorate that so I can have it just give a little bit more ambiance while I'm working from home. But anyways, I just thought I would give you a little sneak peek. I'm gonna talk lots more about my Christmas decorations and just everyday life when I start Vlogmas, but I thought I would give you a little sneak peek today. So let's get into last week's budget. Alright guys, so I am ready to go over last week's budget and give you some explanations about what's what. I just know that I always feel so much more productive and motivated to do things like this, or do some writing. I am really back on the writing kick. I'm not doing NaNoWriMo, but I was inspired to just get back into some writing because I truly love that. So, but I always feel more inspired when my workspace is clean and uncluttered and just ready for me to do whatever kind of setup I need to do for whatever project I'm working on. So I am going to turn to this week's page that I have set up. I tore out last week so I could kind of copy the layout, but it's like nothing complicated. And especially for last week, since we only had one source of income coming in. The one thing I am noticing is a little bit of shadowing. I need to bring in my desk lamp from the other room, at least by my next video, so I can get that settled. So let's just start out with last Friday's pay. So my husband got paid, and he's getting paid every week again, and he is still not working, full capacity. In fact, I don't know what the heck happened on this day and this day last week. Now, these 2 days were not configured into this paycheck, but the 13th and 14th will be on this coming week's paycheck. But they told him that it wasn't busy and, he just really wasn't needed. And so we're going to be short 2 entire days. And I'm not sure how long we're going to be able to sustain that type of situation, or if that's going to be a regular thing, or what's going on, because typically where he's working should be really busy right now. So I'm not really sure what to make of it, but all I know is that we have to make the best of it in the moment. But I was pretty disappointed by that, and so was he. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, that was that. So he got $476.22 for 1 week's worth of work. Again, not 40 hours, but that's what it came out to be. Now, if this type of situation goes on, we've talked about it, he doesn't want to give up this opportunity. So, at least until his retirement comes in, he wants to stay doing it. So we've talked about maybe subsidizing, maybe he'll do some Grubhub or something like that, just to bring in some extra money, because, it's not that we can't make our bills on this, but it really doesn't leave us much room to do much more than that. So he got $476.22, and then I always make this little flag over here so I can do a total just in case there was more than one source of income coming in. And what that could be is, you know, maybe I had a paycheck or, you know, just anything. I used to do Grubhub pretty often and on a weekly basis I had an update, but I did take a pretty good break from it, and I don't know if I'll get back into it or not. I'm not sure. I think at some point I will, but I'm just not ready to do that at this moment. So let's talk about the next section. I can't even talk, which is cash envelopes, and those are kind of what I put in umbrella term for my variable expenses. So that would include food, dog food, gas, you know, miscellaneous stuff, anything that comes up. So I'm going to write in the first flag here, groceries, so we can account for that, and then dog food. And I do want to mention that I'm filming this on Monday morning. It's really early, but we did not do our grocery shopping yesterday because my niece was here from out of town. And so I'm glad that I'm stuffing this and doing this today so I can go to the grocery store later today, and I need to put gas in my car for sure. And then down here, this is where I would put my sinking funds. Now, I'm going to allow space for this every week just in case I have any extra and I want to throw it into any of these. But as of right now, I don't think I will be, just because, you know, we're not bringing in a lot extra. So I have a sinking fund for our savings account, for our dogs, for Christmas Club. And I did finally transfer the money from my Christmas Club savings into my checking account, Capital One checking, so I can use it for Christmas presents. But I will have to start stacking that again. So as soon as I cash it out, I want to start stacking it for next year. And then of course our emergency fund. And then down here is where I would track, or where I do track every week, our December bill money. And you might be asking yourself, why are you writing December's bills when you're still in the middle of November? And that's only because we pay our bills 1 month in advance, and it really allows us to feel like we're a little bit ahead, even though we're kind of still right on track. I don't know, I just really like it. And the way we were able to do that is we took our stimulus money at the beginning of quarantine and we used it to pay all of our bills, and then we were able to get a month ahead. So I'm going to write last week's amount here was November 6th. That's when I got paid. And then today's date, I'm just going to write here so I can figure out how much money I can throw into this. But usually what happens is I get paid every other week, and I get paid $1,300 every 2 weeks. Now that's probably going to go up as of January 1 because I did receive a $400 a month pay cut because of this quarantine situation. So that's going to go up. So I should be back to around $1,500 a month per every 2 weeks per payday. So right now my pay does not cover all of our monthly bills, which is right around $2,750. I do want to bump that up to $2,800 just so I can, you know, afford a little extra, or just, you know, when things don't even out to the penny, I just want to have a little bit of a buffer. So I'm looking at, for December, wanting to have $2,800 total, and that covers one month's worth of bills for us. So last week I put aside $1,300, my entire paycheck, and it will be nice to know that once my paycheck goes back to where it was, that if we had to, we could rely on my paycheck to cover all of our monthly bills. It's a little bit hard right now knowing that I don't quite cover that, but just once things settle down, I'm really struggling with talking today. Once things settle down and get back to normal, you know, I won't have to be quite as concerned. All right, so 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 420, 440, 450, 460, 465, 470, 475, and 476. Okay, and I do have my cash envelopes ready to go. So these are the ones I'm still using. I have a miscellaneous envelope, gas, dogs, groceries, and this is called bank deposit because this would be any type of money that I need to now put in my other bank account. So I can do a quick transfer to Capital One using Zelle. All right, so for groceries, I'm gonna put aside 150 because we are going to be going to Sam's Club to do grocery shopping as well this week. So we're gonna pick up a few things there. So 150, and I'll grab my grocery envelope. Got this all ready to go. And I'm going to stash this right in here. Now, I do get questions sometimes like, what do you do if you have any money left over in these envelopes once you're done using it for what purpose it was intended for? And the honest answer is I usually use it as spending money. Like, you know, if I drive through and get any type of, you know, iced tea or some kind of drink, or if I just drive through and grab nuggets at Chick-fil-A, it could be anything, but that's what I do with the money. And let's see, dog food, 25. So I'm gonna take a 20, oops, and a 5, and I will put that into the dog envelope. Okay, and then for gas, I'm still putting $60 down. Now, sometimes we use it all and sometimes we don't, but again, I explain what I do with the money if we don't. So 20, 40, and you know what, no, 20, 40, and 60. Okay, and then I'm gonna put that in this envelope. Okay. And then for miscellaneous, so let's talk about what's left first, and then we'll decide what's what. All right, so we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 230, 235, 240, and 241. All right. So let's put, I'm gonna put, let's see, if I have 1,300 times 2, 2,600, I need 200 more. So I need to put 200 of this into our December bills fund. That will give us $2,800 once I add next week's paycheck. So if I add 1,300 and 1,300, that's 26, plus 200 more from today is going to be 2,800. So that's what I'm going to do. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, and 200. All right, so this is going to go into my bank deposit envelope because I'm going to put that bank, or I'm going to put this into my bank, then I can transfer it into Capital One where I'm paying most of my bills right now. So I'm going to put today. I'm going to put a little check mark here. And then what's left, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41. I'm going to put into miscellaneous money. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to order out one day this week. So we will use this for that. But honestly, I think what I might do so we can pay by card is I will probably put this back into the bank as well. so I can use our card to pay for it. So $41. I'm going to put it into miscellaneous envelopes so I remember what I'm doing with it, because I don't have a Post-it handy. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to deposit it into the bank. So I'm going to put it just like this so I remember what's going on with that. So that is it. I'm not going to do anything with our sinking funds, and hopefully by December, things iron out for my husband's job and he is on a regular pay scale. So, you know, fingers crossed, just trying to remain patient and see what happens. But, yeah, I will be back. Today is Monday the 16th, so I'll be back to do another update for this week, which would be our payday of November 20th, and I'll be talking to you guys about that, letting you know how his next paycheck is, which is going to be low, being that he was shorted 2 entire days of work, but hopefully this week works out to be a little bit more of a normal situation. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're staying safe. My niece was in town. We had a really good time. We went to a Christmas store, and we did go out to eat with my mom and stuff, and we were just as careful could be, and we went to a place where there was literally nobody sitting around us. It was so nice. So, you know, if you can be comforted at any level in this pandemic and what's going on right now, it's so nice when you actually get to do something outside of your home and you're spaced so far from the next people that you feel good about it, or as good as possible. But anyways, so that was our situation. But yeah, I'm going to continue with our Christmas decorations and keeping myself busy this week, do a little bit of writing, and that's about it. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you guys are all staying healthy and happy, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.